Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little different. We're headed out into some hunting property. We're going to dive into one of Josh's obsessions, let's call that. And we're kind of twinning.
Hi there.
We're going out to catch some
Shooting lanes for one of my tree stands. We're going to walk around and check a couple trail cameras and just do some work on the hunting property. Bow hunting starts in our state October 1st. So I'm gearing up because I won't come out here again after this next week until it's hunting time. I stay out of here, let the deer get comfortable.
Why won't you come out? Like, what does that do?
Oh, it just lets the deer settle. Any kind of human scent, especially with a mature buck, is going to rile them up, make them move, make them less visible in the daylight, stuff like that. So after today, well, after probably, again, next Tuesday, Wednesday, I won't come out here anymore. I'll just leave my trail cams and I'll check them when I come out to hunt. That's it. So better chance of shooting pressured deer. In Michigan, there's a lot of high pressured bucks, and mature bucks and does and little bucks are two different critters, harder to hunt. So
And he likes to hunt.
I love it.
So we'll learn a little more about his hobby or pastime or whatever you want to call it. I know you're not all hunters. Some of you are very against it. I used to be growing up. I didn't understand. But I love eating venison now. We don't, you know.
I eat everything I shoot, and I'm not out here just indiscriminately killing everything. I went all last year on this property and never shot a deer and had an opportunity to shoot a lot of deer. So
yeah, it's not just killing to kill.
Nope.
But we're going to learn a little more about the process behind everything he does to get ready for this season.
Well, this will be beat down by the time hunting season's over.
So where are we walking to, babe?
We are walking, well, we're going to walk past one tree stand I got right here, and we're walking to this little finger of woods up here that sticks out. Just inside there is one of the main travel corridors for the bucks that are out here. And I got a tree stand in there that I need to cut branches and cut shooting lanes so I can shoot my bow through to all the deer.
What does that mean, shooting lane?
Shooting lane is just, it's a path that you can shoot your arrow through towards all the deer trails from wherever your stand is, so that you're not getting a deflection off of branches or hitting anything, so you can make a good clean kill shot. So got to do work like this every year because it always regrows. So.
And what kind of field is this?
These are soybeans.
Do deer like to eat soybeans?
Oh, they love them when they're like this. They'll start turning brown here in the next few weeks, and then they won't mess with them anymore. But right now, these are, I mean, you see how tall they are. They're waist high. And the last time I was out here in the evening, there were deer laying out here in these soybeans that you couldn't see because the soybeans are so high. They'll bed up in this stuff. And then when it starts getting closer to dark and it's time to eat, they'll stand up and make their way to the edge or wherever.
So when we're out here, what do you look for to know if there's any, there is deer activity out here?
Tracks. When we get some of the deer trails, I'll be able to show you up here, but I'm trying not to squish this guy's beans. So I'm gonna try to step over these rows and get over here.
And I will verify that Josh does not sit still, really, like ever. He doesn't just sit. Once in a while we'll watch a TV show or kind of a movie or something, but he does not sit still. But he will come sit in this deer blind alone, and we're talking like 10 hours or more with no killing, nothing, just literally sitting. So there's something about it that gives him some zen that I don't know that if he gets anywhere else, really. It's just very therapeutic for him, I think.
Oh, I was gonna say, whenever you hunt a new property, I just started hunting this one last year. You always look for old tree stands or old hunting blinds where they're at, because there's a reason they're there usually. So you just kind of got to play off of that too. You'll see an old like little platform that's right up here in just a second. The deer movement will change from year to year a little bit, but I got the tree stand that I've got is within 60 yards of this, so there's a reason for it. This was like a huge trail coming in and out of here, and there was this old platform. They got a little like climbing stick hooked up to it where I wouldn't get up on it now. It's rickety. It'd probably collapse underneath you, but you could get up on there because just over this other side is a huge marsh and a bunch of cattails, and that's where those deer will bed and hide. And then they'll get up later in the evening or in the morning. A lot of times you'll catch them coming back into here to bed down from feeding on the ag crops and stuff that are around here. So it's just all strategery. It's your strategy.
So what's the response when someone's like, you're hunting innocent animals, or?
Well, my response to that is, like I said, number one, I use that to feed the family. I mean, that's what me and my son, and you know, you too, you like venison, you and your girls, and I mean, I eat it. But the other good thing about hunting is it's game management. Deer will overpopulate themselves if they're not regulated, just like a lot of other animals. That's why hunting's a good thing. It's a conservation thing more than anything, really. I mean, so you got to keep the deer numbers to a certain amount, or you're going to have deer starving to death because there's too many of them. They're all fighting for food sources. So it's just from an ecological standpoint or a conservation standpoint, hunting is a very good thing. I mean, you know, and that's facts. So, you know, that's again, I'm not out here indiscriminately killing, but I'm pretty choosy on what I shoot. I'm trying to shoot a mature deer, whether it be a doe or a buck. I want an older age class deer that's bigger, and you know, it's just it to me. I've grown up doing it. It's always been in my family, and it was passed down to me from generations before me, and so I just love it. I love it. I love being out in nature, like everything about it.
What you doing?
Oh, I'm just up here sitting in this tree stand looking to see if there's any branches that have grown since last year that need to be trimmed, and there's a few, but they're up so high and in such a thick spot that there's not much you can do. So you just got to kind of wait for the deer to filter in and out of here and hit this field edge, which most of them do. But no, this one's all right. And everything else.
So why is this into where you're?
Yeah, my stand's right in here. And it sucks even having to go in here. I'd rather set up right on this edge, but those bucks move through the middle of this, and very rarely are you going to catch them on this edge out in the open during daylight. I mean, it happens, but not very often. So with that being said, you got to kind of go where they're going to be at and do this. So
seems like a lot of work. Can you not just come out and hunt and then go home?
I mean, you can if you're just looking to shoot a deer, but if you're looking to shoot a mature buck, like I said before, they're different creatures, and you got to be smart about it. And the biggest thing is leaving your scent, so you don't want to come out here all the time. And once I start hunting, and I am out here quite a bit, it will change things. It will make their patterns change. They'll know I'm out here before I ever see them, probably. So, but that's hunting. That's good.
Part of me wants to just stand here in the middle of literally nothingness and wait for like a deer to walk by me or something, even though I know that will never happen because I can smell you so strongly. Wouldn't that be cool?
That ain't bad.
I'd probably be so scared if I actually
Let's see,
saw
we
one
need to
walk
trim this one.
That would be kind of cool. So I never realized how much went into this whole hunting thing, and I understand everybody doesn't do this level of stuff, obviously, but it's
Oh, you gotta be
plot
shitting.
management. It's like, I guess, growing a farm.
That's where I gotta go.
You can hear the highway is just behind us, or a major road is right behind us, and hear the cars going past. I am up in the tree stand now. And you can look out. I'm going to turn you guys so you can see out over. So this is the swamp he was talking about. If you look in, you can see right there the lines. Those are paths that they're walking through. So you can definitely from up here see kind of where they go and how they get there, and it's really pretty up here. Done yet?
Well, we are done. Finally, because yeah, I'm all sweaty. I forgot I was doing all that with that microphone on too.
I didn't record while you were doing some of the big. So, are you happy with your lane?
Think so. This is about as good as it's going to get in here. Can't cut too far in, but don't want to disturb where they're sleeping and living. But, yep, should be good. This will be a big buck killing spot this year.
Holy, since you got nothing last year.
I let too many of them walk. Let too many of them go waiting for the big Louie.
Why Louie?
I don't know. Just sounded good.
Thank you guys for joining this random little journey today.
Yeah. And thank you to my beautiful woman for coming out here with me and getting in the hot yuckiness of the woods.
Most romantic date ever. Bye, guys.
See ya.